loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Jones. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now Jones. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
T.J. Logan, 84 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jones on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Looking to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Bryce Hall there defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Darren Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Rosas good with the extra point. It makes it a 21-10 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones now throwing on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Jones from the gun on third down. Now he'll escape to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds Corey Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Check 50. 12. 11 MT tight.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Open target. Here's Matthews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 40 now on second down, Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
And that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Right back to Coleman here on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Coleman going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kevin Coleman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. PAT up and good by Rosales. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on second down, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon. To forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow on play action. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To try again after the sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Off play action. Jones. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Jones on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now he steps away, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.